What's up, everybody? How's it going? It's late. It's not late, but it's like what time is it? It's like 8:53 on the Pacific Northwest, and I got a message. 8:53 on the Pacific Northwest. I'm kind of restless. I don't know why. I don't have anything going on right now. So I thought, why not get on, do a live or do stream, and see what Transparent Tarot has to say for us. So I'm gonna do some card slinging it tonight. If you guys want to get in on any of this, let me know. The links are in the comments right here. Let me see. There you go. The links are gonna be in the comments right there for if you guys want to get in on this. And I am gonna shuffle and I am going to get ready. All right. I gotta turn off the music. There you go, music turned down. Alright, so I'm gonna turn down the music. I'm gonna get shuffled in and get ready and see what you guys wanna do. So it's gonna be open call tonight, guys. Open call to whatever. Open call. I should put that in the thing, right? Edit. Open call. There you go. Save. Edit. Bam. Alright, cool. Open call tonight. Let's do this. Forgot my lighter. I need to make like an Amazon list, man. And I know I can because like I have, Alexa hooked up, but I keep on forgetting to order the simplest shit. Like matches, man. I'm lighting my candle with a Q-tip. Because it's so far deep in there. All right, cool. Open call tonight, and we're using Transparent Tarot, and for clarity cards, we'll be using Enchanted Map, all right? Make sure you guys can hear me too. What's going in? Let's go over here. Right? All right, cool. You guys can hear me too. Oh, there it is. So we got Transparent Tarot tonight. This is done. This deck is done by Emily Carding. And as you can see, it is different than your normal deck. It is transparent, right? So it is transparent. You can see through it. And one of the things that is kind of slippery, but if you're paying attention to what you're doing, you can kind of definitely handle and manage them. All right, there you go. 1, 2, 3. And I just want to kind of show you what they are. They are transparent in what I mean. So let's see. So they are transparent, and then how they would kind of like overlay, like for instance, let's get a good one in there, what they would mean. So overlay, and how they begin to like kind of like tell a story, right? See how that goes in there? All right, so that's how the Transparent Tarot works. And then, so what we're going to be doing is for open call, if that happens tonight. I don't know if that is going to happen tonight. I usually get people on right now. What's tonight? Tonight's Tuesday, right? Yeah, tonight's Tuesday. All right, let's just get in. at first. I'll start off with general, all the way around, working around to like elementals of what's going on right now. Fire signs, earth signs, air signs, water signs, and all versatilities, right? These would actually work better like this. Here we go. Let's see what some of our overall themes are going to be going on tonight. Let's see what some people are thinking about, going through, experiencing, having some issues with. And let's see about that. Right? 1, 2, 3. What's going on? All right, here we go. We have Hierophant coming in. Hierophant right away telling us we're trying to get grounded, we're trying to get rooted, trying to understand what we're all going through right now. Hierophant is like we're all preparing something, getting ready to do something. Hey, new glasses like those. Thanks, Jess. My eyes have been straining all day. They're actually just my reading glasses. I don't need a prescription or anything. They're just my reading glasses. My eyes have been a little bit straining today. But as soon as I put them on, they kind of felt a lot better. Alright, so we have the Hierophant, kind of like a theme today, like anything that we might hear tonight, anything that's going on tonight for open call is mainly structural, mainly integral. How are we reaching down? Right? I got 100, and then like 3 minutes later, Jess, it went down to 99. So it's alright, cool. It's bound to happen, right? It'll fluctuate, right? And so, so for tonight, for the kind of like overall theme for tonight is like we have the Hierophant, and it's represented with like a tree trunk, right? So we are the tree. We have really strong roots. The Hierophant reminds us like how much we are rooted into our experiences and grounded into who we are. And then at the same time, like where those grounded and rooted experience could lead us or take us into the future or even to new heights if we choose to take them there, right? So that's going to be the overall theme tonight. Let's just put that off to the side and reminder of that's what's going on. All right, so we're going around the table. Let's do it. Going around the table, we are going to be talking about what's going on. Let's see what the theme is going to be tonight. Come on, let's get a theme. 1, 2, 3. All right. Ooh. All right. So here we go. We got 9 of Pentacles and Hierophant. So kind of like we're going to be going into understanding tonight about what's going on with us in the sense of resting on our laurels or even just kind of like thinking, I don't know, the Queen of Pentacles is really hard because sometimes when I get not Queen of Pentacles, but 9 of Pentacles, I feel like there's a resting. There's a resting on stuff. There's something that we've built up now that we have like a kind of like a groundedness of experiences that we could rely on. So it's something that we've actually been, that's what it is. We've been building up on these things. We've been building up a business. We've been building up a relationship or relationships in the sense for business, or we've been building up to a savings, or we've been building up a sense of security right now. And so right now we're enjoying it and we are, really just cool and chillax right now, right? So, but how do we use this? How do we get this to apply to us? How do we understand it? How do it apply to, like basic, yeah. Ugh. How does it apply to us? Spit it out, Adam. So hold on one sec, guys. I'm gonna drink some coffee. So right away, let's go pull these out and see how is this going to apply for earth signs. Earth signs, how does this apply to you? 1, 2, 3. Earth signs. Boop. Earth signs. Here's was it going for you? Or signs right here. How does it apply to you? We're gonna take the 2 cards of what the theme is tonight. We have Hierophant and we have 9 of Pentacles. How does this apply to you? Something that we have on is like Hierophant reminds us of things that we've gone through and how we could apply them, as in experience, and then to like aptitude of what it's going to gain us. And then we have 9 of Pentacles, kind of like how are we going to use it? Are we rested on it? Are we grounded on it? Okay. And so here we go for you, Earth signs. We have 3 of Pentacles upside down, almost kind of like feeling like we don't deserve it and we don't want it. Like it's handed to us and we don't want it. Almost like if it's maybe tied to something that kind of like has like a give and take to it. Like if we take what's in front of us, if we go forward, we have this experience of feeling like whatever's handed to us is going to come at a price or a consequence. Right, so we tend to not take things at as offerings from people. We want to pay it back, or we want to give it. We don't like to owe people. So whatever we're experiencing right now, we might be going in a sense of like not wanting to have to owe somebody, and that might be a block. That might be something that's just there, right? Go. Let's see what that is. See what that block is, or see why do we feel like we have to owe somebody. Or either like we're holding back, right? Or why we don't want to be, we're holding back on something, we're holding back on ourselves. Or we just taking the bare minimum. I don't know, it's weird. It's confusing right now. Let's get some clarity. It's confusing right now, but that's why we're going to get some clarity, right? Let's see. What are you trying to tell me? Ah, that's the thing. All right, come together. So what's coming together right now, that's clarity now. So whatever you're working on, Earth sign, it's almost as if that nobody else is making an offering, or there's not enough value coming from other peoples to want to help support you. You're actually probably like looking for a partner for the next step of what you're trying to do. Either a partner in crime, or a business partner, or maybe even coming together with a loved one again. But you're trying to see, I'm fumbling right now. You're trying to see if they're of value. That's why it's upside down. Like what they're offering you to come together is of value. So this dude coming in upside down, right? It's almost like what they have to offer you is not of value to you, Earth sign. So I want to say this is a relationship. You might be reevaluating your relationships too. Okay. Reevaluating on where you're at. You seem to be fine and you seem to be doing good. And now you're looking at the relationship to see if it's worth coming together again. Right? I'm all looking at the monitor over there. Like, if it's worth coming together again. So I want you to really see, what value does that person have? Where does this person come in your life? How do they provide that value? This is all relationship for you right now. One just slid out. There we go. Ooh, not value, but that's what's been going on with your special someone, Earth sign. Earth sign, your special someone is like either having you in a deep freeze or having you in a deep freeze of thought. That's why you're kind of seeing how this relationship is not of value anymore. What they're trying to give to you is not of value right now, because it actually has you like frozen. It keeps you from momentum. So that's, if anything, what you're evaluating is if this relationship is worth it. If this relationship is worth coming together, you're kind of already seeing that it's not, right? And because of what's the main thing that's about it, or what the main thing to take a look at is how it keeps you frozen, or how it keeps you still and stagnant. And especially if you're trying to get reactivated, especially if you're trying to start something new, does this relationship support those things that are new? Does those relationships support what you are and what you're becoming? Hierophant, right? And then are we looking back at our past relationships and see if this is reminiscent to that? So Earth sign, take a look at your relationships. This is relationships. I guess it's relationships tonight. All right. So Earth sign, take a look at your relationships, see what they're doing, especially if the one that you're in right now, if it's worth it. If it's worth it, if it's there, if it's collaborative, if it provides value. Most of all, if it provides value. We want to know on if it's going to provide value, right? That's the main thing. Is this relationship going to provide value to you? Not monetary value, not are they going to pay the bills, but are they going to inspire you? Are they going to encourage you? Are they going to, motivate you when you're down? Are they going to see the best of you when you don't see the best of you? Not just money, everything that is involved with the relationship. That's why Pentacles is represented. That's why Earth sign is represented by Pentacles, because it's elemental. It's all of it. It's the abundance of it all. It's everything that it's connected to, right? Not just monetary or financial gain. We got to look past what Pentacles actually means sometimes. What's up, Gwen Sawyer? Gwen Sawyer. Gwen Warner. My mouth fumbled. Right, so this is where we're at, Earth sign. So we figuring out if we're gonna come together. Why this is showing up is like we're contemplating if this is coming together, okay? And then right here is like why, and why is this coming up? Because we need to let go of why it's a deep freeze for us. It's been stagnating us, and so we're analyzing it right now. All right. I feel like I need to get another deck in here for outcomes. Amo's right there, but I want to leave her alone for a little bit. Yeah, Amo's on my desk, but I kind of want to leave her alone a little bit. All right, what's going to be her outcome? Let's see what her outcome is going to be. Show me her outcome. On the map, show me her outcome. Ooh. This is what your outcome's going to be. Goblins. So this is what you're going to be facing in the release of this, in the debating of this. You might have to really extensively evaluate this relationship that you're in, Earth sign. Because the goblins are not necessarily like... They're not goblins. What the goblins represent is... negative tendencies, negative traits, reoccurring instances, problems that are resurfacing that you're gonna have to face, the obstacle, the undauntingness of it. Hey, Mr. 100 subscribers, what's up, Light Girl Tarot? Right, and so what you're gonna have to face is like the daunting effects of the things necessary to face this. Well, he did do this, and is that gonna happen? Well, they did do that, and is that gonna happen again? So one of the things that you're evaluating, like the outcome, is having to face the stuff. You can't just go right back into the relationship and think everything's gonna be fine. The outcome is you're gonna have to rehash stuff. You're gonna have to what did this mean? When you told me this, what happened here? So that's what the goblins is. The things that caused mischief before, or the things that caused problems before, it's kind of like you're going to have to face them with this person if you're going more into wanting to understand what this relationship is, right? Or go forward in this relationship, right? So that is going on with you, Earth sign. So what the going on topic today is, or the theme is going to be the Hierophant right now. How we are grounded in what we are doing, what we've learned in our experiences and overall knowing, and how that goes into the future, how that extends into branches, how that like reaches us into the heavens and knowing and what's next, and just even more extending forward outward. Like how are we going to take what we know, our experiences, as and extend it outward and grow? Almost like how can it provide shade for other people that are trying to get relief, right? That's a good explanation. Right, so how can our experiences go out and do all that? What's up, my girl? All right, so here we go into what are we going around we're going around the table, right? So air signs is next. Air signs, what are you going on? And it seemed like relationships is a thing right now. It seems like relationships is going on right now tonight of what we're facing. So Hierophants, what are we learning from our relationships? And let's see air sign. Let's see air sign right now. Air sign, show me the divine air sign. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Air sign. Oof. All right, air sign. Air sign, you are definitely coming into annoying, taking in the opportunity of everything that you've like experienced and have gone through, represented by the King of Wands. It's like, you know what? I'm done. I know I've been through this shit. I know the way I am in relationships. I know the way I am looking for a partner in romance. I know the way I'm at my work ethic. And it's almost like you're just taking like everything that you know and everything that you have been through and understanding the failures of it and also understanding the wins from those failures. So if you take a look at Mr. Dude's face right here, it's kind of like Amos. It's kind of like sad, or even just like will it let you focus? Let's see. Even like sad, right? Like, see how his face is kind of like sad. I like the way that's coming in perfect, right? See how his face is kind of like sad. It's like it's like facing the facts almost. Facing the facts in the sense like, you know what? Yeah, I've been through this shit. It fucking sucks that shit didn't work out. It fucking sucks that didn't work out. You know, I'm just gonna take everything that I know and just go forward. But it's not like I'm gonna take everything that I know and go forward and do this. No, it's unfortunately it's not like that right now. And it's like really in the sense of seeing it as what it is. In some areas, if it's in the sense of relationships, it's like, okay, I'm gonna do this. I have to do this. I'm doing this now. Like, everything that all my experiences are telling me this right now, and I can't deny it anymore. I can't look past it anymore. And it's almost like facing the truth, like not deny it anymore, because we were denying it. And this is applying to you, air sign. This is applying to you right now, air sign. So like it's like no more denying it anymore and just taking everything. But here's a good thing: we might have this solemn kind of like feeling right now, but it's going to be beneficial in the end. So let's see how this is going to play out in our favor, air sign, in the form of our relationships. So we are on air signs in relationships, and how the Hierophant is applying towards our relationships right now, okay? Now the symbology of the Hierophant is applying to our relationships for air signs. And we're just pulling a few clarity cards to see where are we going to go from this? Where are we going from this, air sign? That's what I want to know. Where are we going from this? Ooh, Sacred Pool. Sacred Pool. What I always get from this card is that like we're going into kind of like our own manifestation area right now. We're going into either we notice that we're constantly daydreaming, or we're dreaming. We're having our dreams a little bit more active than usual, and they're starting to mean something to us, like our sleepy dreams. Right? They're like, huh, that makes sense. Our dreams are starting to kind of like show us something. Sacred Pool. Or we're noticing a lot more time by ourselves. We're noticing like not many friends are present, not many family members are present. We're noticing like God universe is giving us more time to ourselves to cultivate thoughts. But this is the manifestation part. If you're noticing this extra time, it's because you're supposed to be manifesting and taking root with these opportunities. You're ripe with the opportunities right now, being represented by the King of Wands. So even though we've had to let go of some hard truths, we are ripe with opportunities. And the Hierophant is telling you, you know, what are you going to do with this, dude? Like, you're getting old. This feeling like it's applying to me, like, dude, you're not getting any fucking younger. Like, for reals. Like, what are you going to do with this? So Sacred Pool tells us like that's where we're in right now. We're in this pool of manifestation. We're in this pool of manifestational energy and collective of whatever we want to create from our pool of Hierophant energy, air signs. We can create. We can manifest. It's a simple dream, but even the simple dream takes root in reality. It's rooted somewhere. So I want to zoom in on the Sacred Pool card. We have this little cool kid in the pool right here. She's dreaming, manifesting into her dream world, right? Or is this the dream world and manifesting into reality? And zoom in, the little thing that grows is the first blooming of her of her manifestation, the first blooming of this flower. So, and what's coming in right now is that's what's going on for us. That's what this era is. This time right now is really about don't waste this time on wondering. Adam, even when you go back and you watch this replay, Adam, this is for you too. Don't waste your time wondering why it fucking failed. You know why it failed, and just walk through it, walk away from it. They weren't meant for you anyways. So when we stop ourselves from failed relationships, we get stuck in the grief of why it stopped and not just actually accepting that it stopped. All right, so that's what's going on right now. Let's get an outcome. Let's see what your outcome is going to be doing for you, air sign. Let's see what your outcome is. And this is kind of like going around relationships, right? What your outcome is, what your outcome from the manifestations are going to pull through, okay? Let's see. One, 2, 3. Oof. All right, education. What the outcome is. You might have a bumpiness in understanding that this is a learning curve. All right. You might have a learning curve, Adam. So you might hit some things on realizing that you've never really had this much clarity before. So it might be a little bit bumpy applying what you know and applying like, oh, I could have did this, but it's really going to go in the sense of like, you know already. You're educated. Your education comes in. This is education, and it came in upside down. And look at the clouds. Look at the clouds behind it. Look at the gloominess and stuff like that. It's because the education came from a dark place. The education came from struggle. The education came from having to know, right? The education came from like having to know that what you went through, that darkness, was an enlightening period, whether you see it right now or not. Okay, so whether you see it right now or not, like it's like the light coming through it, little butterfly right there. Is it a butterfly? Nope, it's a little pixie right there, little muse of enlightenment in the background of gray clouds. It's like almost like we had to go through the struggle to learn from it and learn from the enlightening moment from it. So what the outcome is, and like, so what this being upside down is that we're going to get little tidbits of reminders, even though it's going to get irritating that, you know, remember you're here for a reason. Remember you're on your purpose. Remember you're creating right now, right? Let that come through. Let romantic relationships happen later. So actually for air signs, it's the ending and letting go of relationships, of your personal, like romantic relationship, if this is you. Again, this is for all versatilities and cross watchers. If this is you, you're letting go of that need or that failed relationship that didn't quite happen. Okay. And right now we're focusing on the opportunities that are at hand, even though we might feel solemn about it right now. Because we wanted to experience it with that person that we're having to leave behind. Maybe that's the exchange. It could happen that way. That person was meant to teach us things, but they couldn't go with us any further than that. So right here, that's where we're at right now. And then that's the bumpiness of education being upside down, is really understanding that this was a learning lesson. It wasn't meant to keep. It was a learning lesson from that person or relationships that we were learning from. All right. So that's you, air signs. Let's go down to fire signs now. Overall theme, like I said, is Hierophant. Do 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 do. Boop 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 boop. Boo do 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 do. So right now we are going into fire signs. Fire signs is next. Fire signs, fire signs, fire signs, fire signs. Going on with the fire signs. Alright, here we go. Fire signs. Show me fire signs, Claire. Clearly, we're going to be seeing fire signs. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Fire signs. Show me what you got. Ooh. Fire signs. What is this one? We got 10 of Pentacles for fire signs. In here, fun. That's what's good. Hey, what's up, Grace Murphy? For me, Grace Murphy, it's usually it's not necessarily, okay, for me, when I read reversals, it's the reverse of what it would initially mean, but inverted. Reversally inverted meaning. So you're going to connect to it or try to connect to your intuition on, all right, kind of like what would be the reversal of this? And then what would be it if it was inverted? So let's kind of like get to training your intuition or the way you're receiving reversals as like reversally inverted response or yeah, that's the best way I could describe it. If that helps. All right, so here we go. Sorry. We got 10 of Pentacles. So 10 of Pentacles in correlation to our relationships tonight, this is what's coming up. It was like almost like these relationships that we've been in, fire sign, have been transactional. And it's almost like you've been the one receiving, though. You've hardly ever been the one that's been the one providing for the transaction. So it's been transactional. Like you've been always the one that's been supported, never to be the one that's the provider, right? So in Hierophant coming into this is like, it's asking you, what's up with that? What's going on with that? What's going on in your relationship in the sense that it's always transactional? How has it ever been actually emotional? Have you seen that? Have you ever noticed that in your relationships, fire sign, that it's mostly transactional? If it's you, all versatilities or crosswatcher, and you're watching this, is it transactional? Are you providing for them, crosswatcher? Let's wonder about that. Why are we providing for them? That's what I want to know, crosswatcher. So, going so in forward is like, where the Hierophant is showing us like how have our relationships been transactional, and is this the era where we understand that they can become emotional and more connected? All right, here we go. Let's go into understanding this. How is this going for you? What's next for this? What's outcome for you, fire sign? What's your outcome out of this? This is what's going on, but what's your outcome? Show me outcome. 1, 2, 3. All right. We got Ace of Swords. Here's your outcome. So here we go with your thing. It's almost like this one thing. It's almost like the defining thing. What the outcome is, like pinpointing why you let the relationships come down to be transactional will help you figure it out. But it's narrowing it down to one thing. Well, what is it? Well, there's 3 of you, air signs, so let's figure it out. So air sign, let's narrow down the one thing for each of you of why your relationships are transactional. So we're going to go with whichever one matches for you. Okay? Make me freaking pull out my clarity card. Darn it. Just kidding. All right, here we go. We're going to go into understanding what your so fire signs, there's 3 of you, right? So I'm gonna pull 3 clarity cards, and whichever one resonates with you is yours, right? I'm not gonna distinguish which sign it's correlating to, but whichever one it resonates is yours, okay? All right, so here we go. There we go. There's one for you. There's one for you. And there's one for you. Let's figure out what they are. How are they correlated? What's the one thing that makes these relationships that you've been in transactional? What are they connected to? Why are they there? All right? First one. Ooh. Well, because you don't feel like you have anything to provide. That's the one of them. You feel like, yeah, you're fiery and feisty in there, but actually sustenance, it seems to not be there. Density seems to not be there. You have this way of thinking about yourself, thinking that you don't have much to provide anyways. That it's actually, you might be the one sucking it all up, not seeing what's actually there. So dry desert comes in with one of them. Okay. What's the one thing of why this is transactional? You might not be, you might feel like you don't have anything to provide anyways. So you might just be relying on your sexy and fiery good looks. Okay. Here we go for one of the other ones. What are one of the other reasons why, what's the one thing of why your relationships are transactional? You're not actually happy in any of them. You think that the transaction in them or whatever thing that they might provide is going to help fulfill you. Peaks of joy comes in upside down. Okay. Let me show this one off. It's almost like in any relationship, whatever, like every relationship allows us to understand something different about ourselves. If you want to know yourself, get into a relationship, right? If you want to know yourself in a different way, get into a relationship. Okay, so it's almost like when you get into these relationships, yeah, they're happy-go-lucky, whatever, and they're good, but you don't allow them to show you anything about yourself that could allow yourself to change. Not that the relationship is supposed to change you, but you're not allowing it to show you what it needs to show you truthfully about yourself that would allow the change on its own. Get me? Understand my drift? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? All right. So let's go into your third one, right? Let's go into the third sign. Let's go into see what's there. Again, with education, you feel like you're not getting anything that's not enlightening. It's not stimulating. It's not dropping to you. So the reasons why they're transactional, or the reasons why, not stimulating, is that you're not stimulating. You feel like you're not engaging enough that you could grasp or hold on to anything. So a lot of this seems to be like you're almost might be just depending on the fact that you're just a fire sign on the outwardly appearance of things. But inside, you are definitely having these 3 things going upside down, right? Of like dry oyster. No, I did not mean dry oyster. Not that you have a dry oyster. Sorry. Dry desert. Dry desert. I totally meant dry desert. So dry desert. Okay, so dry desert, peaks of joy, and education upside down. They're all 3 of them are upside down. So in what's the one thing that might make you feel like these relationships are transactional? It's an area of lack. So it's an area of lack that we are having in ourselves right now. And, if you guys were watching Coffee and Cards today, it explains why you're probably not going after the opportunities. You got Hermit today in Coffee and Cards today. And it was like, why are you being such a recluse? Oh, thanks. You know, I'm gonna put them back on. Like, why are you being such a recluse, right? So it's even so. Is this what the relationships are as well? You're a recluse in the relationship. You're not. You're a hermit. You're not anything like big or grand, right? Hold on one sec. I got a phone call. So yeah, sorry, that was an important phone call that I needed to take care of. Yeah. Oh, okay, let's continue. That was actually anyway. Okay, so there we go. So how are these applying to you? How are these there for you? How are they like, showing you why the relationship is transactional? And like I was saying earlier on Coffee with Cards this morning, you guys got the Hermit, and that's kind of like being a recluse or taking retraction. So I was watching Coffee with Cards. Awesome. Thanks, Spencer. And so, like, it's kind of like that as well. It's like, why are you being a recluse in your opportunities? And why are you being a recluse in your relationships lately? Right? So, there you go. That's with that. That's introspection for you, dude. This is the questions. These are the questions. Why are you being this way? If this is showing something about you, you might need to take this up with your partner. You might need to reevaluate the relationship and see where it's at. And also reevaluate yourself, right? And that's good. That's what cards are about. That's what this work is about. That's what all this stuff is about. Uh, one, two. Hold on, guys. I need to chill because that was like, yeah, that phone call really kind of like not burned my biscuit real quick, but you ever like notice the way somebody acts different with you when you adjust your energy by just a little frequency? It's like you kind of like it's like you kind of had hopes at a certain level of the relationship, right? And then you get realized that it's at a different level than what you thought, or that it's not going to go to a certain level at all. It's not going to go past that of what you hoped it was going to be. All right, okay, cool. So now you adjust your frequency for the relationship. You adjust your frequency to either match them or adjust it to friend zone frequency, right? And then once that person experiences the frequency, they're like, "What the fuck?" Right? They're used to your extra because I want you frequency, and when they get the you told me you wanted it this way frequency, they flip out, or they get a like, oh, all right, well, never mind then. They get like a bummed out kind of thing, and it's like it's almost like, why do you expect you get to have my energy that way? It's funny, isn't it? So, anyways, let me do a redirection of energy. Let me light some sage because I need to get that energy out of here. Palo Santo comes tomorrow, guys. Palo Santo comes tomorrow. I finally ordered it. Palo Santo is coming tomorrow. It's funny. All right, cool. All right. right, Jess? But they have no problem changing it on their own or acting like your conveyance of your true feelings don't matter to them, or slightly fucking ignore them so they don't have to enact with them or engage with them. Anyways, all right, let's do this. So we are down to water signs next. Water signs, we're gonna see what's going on with you. I freaking grabbed Hierophant. We were on Hierophant, right? Yep, real live, raw, and uncut here on Adam's channel. I don't freaking unfilter anything for you guys. You guys deserve the real shit. You know, I'm real just like you guys, experience life just like you guys, and you know. There we go, we got Hierophant right there. Bam. So Hierophant is actually the theme of the card tonight. Hierophant is the theme tonight. Alright, here we go, guys. So for tonight, water signs. What are you guys going on in your relationships tonight, guys? What's going on for card slinging it tonight? Open call. And actually, they are a water sign, so I'm going to see what's going on right now. Not peer into that on purpose, but we're going to see what's going on. Here we go. Let me get this message into Light Girl real quick. So I am still streaming at the moment, but I will get right back to you. I think it's called background, actually. You look for it, or the image, and you place it as the background. All right, cool. So here we go with water sign. Water sign, what's going on with you? Cross-watching water signs. Yes, Grace Murphy. I guess I'm cross-watching water signs. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Let's see what's going on with you, water signs. I had to do another shuffle. I saw the top card, and I don't like doing that with this deck. I like to be surprised. I like to understand that I don't know what card is on top because they're transparent. It's not easy to. It's easy to really see the top of it and let your intuition fumble real quick. But I like to not see the card until it's actually landed or turned over. All right, so here we go. So water sign, what's going on with you? Oof. All right, water sign. Very emotional, very fiery already. Really not, actually, you are, makes sense for where you're at right now. You are almost like, it's like you're mad at your experience. You're mad at your fact that you're so Hierophant, right? So if the Hierophant is a theme tonight, it's almost like you're mad the fact that you're the Hierophant. It's almost mad that you have this wisdom and this thing that you're blessed with. This is like you're mad at it, and how it affects your relationships is that it actually burns them. You burn your relationships because you feel like you know so much about them. Right, so here we are right there. And I could be reading into my own thing of what I see in water sign already from what I'm experiencing, but here it is. So Hierophant right here, it's almost like you're mad that the fact that you're Hierophant a lot, and you wish you could not be so Hierophant, and the fact that you want to burn it down already. And actually, it does probably, the fact that you are Hierophant is kind of like a burden. It probably does shoot you in the foot. It probably does get you in a lot of trouble. It kind of like, you probably do put your foot in your mouth a lot. Hierophant. So being Hierophante, it's almost like the way it's causing a fire, even around being the Hierophant. It's almost like, see how it's like causing the fire over it? And also the fact that you're very fiery already, you're very passionate, you're very like consumed with, when one thing doesn't align or get out of place, right away it ignites you. Okay. So how does this affect your relationships? Stay out of your head, Adam. You don't know how many people have told me that, Gwen, throughout my whole life. Like, stay out of your head. All right, here we go. How is this applying to your relationships? 1, 2, 3. Well, that's what it causes in your relationships. It causes chaos in the direction that you want to go. Here we go. We have 10 for Wheel of Fortune, right? So it causes chaos in any direction that we want to go. This in being this way, being this Hierophante way, having this anger because we're so wise and experienced and off of what we've gone through, it's almost like it's almost like yeah, stay out of your head. I do. Thank you, Gwen. So it is this Hierophantiness, this anger that you have, that you're so much like the Hierophant, and you have so much wisdom and so much that why aren't people know this already kind of thing with you. It's actually destructive to the direction that you want to go in any relationship, whether it be friendships, whether it be partners, whether it be business, whether it be you. Even thinking that you know yourself already at where you're at, it's almost arrogant. So this is causing destruction for you. This is really causing destruction. This yeah, I know I'm the Hierophant and what kind of like thing is really what's causing destruction for you. Destruction in the direction that you're trying to understand where you should go. So yeah. Let's get some clarity. All right, 3 signs. Let's see how this works. I'm going to pull 3 clarity cards and see how they apply to you. All right, pull 3 cards and see how they apply to you. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Pull 3 cards, see how they apply to you. First card, unexpected visitor. So we have this unexpectancy that's actually rearing this up right now. We set of plans that we had going through, right? This is you. If you had a set of plans going up or a set of plans set up to happen lately and they didn't happen, this is you. This is applying to you. This is how you're gonna have an indicator that this is you. Also, this chaos in the direction or this destruction in the direction that you're going is going to be interrupted by things not going to plan. It's going to cause even more chaos and destruction because you're not realizing this. So if you're not realizing it, that you're mostly the cause of this, it's going to create more, right? You're going to have a lot of more unexpectedness things happen because God's trying to show you something. God's trying to be like, hey, who do you think you are? Watch. Just saying. All right, unexpected visitors or unexpected events are going to keep tripping us up. All right, so this is you. This is how it's going to apply to you. All right, 3rd card. Wizard of Awareness. You know this, dude. You know this. You are so amplified at connecting to your surroundings. And the thing is that you're the Hierophant, a wizard of awareness. You're a Hierophant already. You're so aware. You could use this for such positivity. You could use your powers for good. You could use that Hierophant energy for good, even in your relationships if you choose to. So with the Hierophant and Wizard of Awareness, we have an awareness, right? We have a sense of awareness, right? There's two other spirals. With this sense of awareness, one thing that we're not aware of in this Wizard of Awareness is like how they are intertwined with other aspects of our lives and how they could actually help to where you gain a fullness of what Hierophant is. Okay, so Wizard of Awareness is like, you know this. You know that you're the cause of this. Okay? 3. Bone Collector, upside down. You are Bone Collector. So the thing about Bone Collector, the way it was described to me, was that she comes in when we have been traumatized, we have been hurt, we have things done to us in our past, and she takes those experiences from us because we're not ready to learn from them yet, right? And almost in the moment when we're older and we're experiencing something similar, or we're having the release of understanding why something happened to us, that's when she shows up and gives it back to us. That thing that was lost in the midst of the traumatization, right? So Bone Collector is coming in upside down, okay? And it's like you're not ready for this yet. You're still having a difficult time understanding why these set of things happen to you or why they're happening. It's like that sometimes they're even being presented to you. Hey, you're ready to see this now. Nope. You're choosing to ignore it. It's almost like you wanting to be masochistically connected to the emotional hurt that it gives, rather than giving the emotional release of surrender and forgiveness. It's almost like you're attaching yourself to the masochistic damage of that trauma and what it's doing to you. Like if it gives you a false sense of validation or verification. All right, so that's what you're going through. Water sign. Sorry if that read you to filth. Not sorry. Don't use your powers for bad. Sorry. All right. Hey, what's up, Stu? Starluva? What's up, Starluva? Alrighty, guys. I think that's going to be it for me tonight. I wanted to get done by at least 10 o'clock because I want to be up early tomorrow so I could set up and be ready so I could actually, so I could do coffee and cards and get it done but actually get coffee and cards started at 9 o'clock tomorrow. All right. So I will be on tomorrow night, or not tomorrow, tomorrow morning with Coffee with Cards at 9 o'clock PST, around there. If you guys want to put in the comments before I log off, like, what are you thinking for topics tomorrow? What's of interest tomorrow? Or did you like the way that I did Coffee with Cards this morning? Coffee and Cards this morning, where I kind of just like did like an overall theme, a projection, and then went through each element and then did 3 cards for each element to kind of like associate with your sign. So let me know what you guys think about that, or whatever other ideas that you guys want for a topic. I really want Coffee and Cards to be like a topic-based morning show type idea with just like over coffee conversations and kind of like just introspection of what cards could bring. All right, so that's it. You guys have a beautiful, bright, and shiny evening. And again, you guys, today was 100 subscribers, and then it went down to 99, but hopefully it'll be back up to 100 tomorrow. But yeah, that was a really great feeling, and that's it. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow, guys. Remember, guys, what you guys appreciates. So appreciate it. And yeah, have a good night. Sweet dreams. Wait, did I do it? There we go.